Welcome back. Johanna in Clinton, Massachusetts. Am I saying your name right?
That's Johanna, but
Johanna.
About it.
Great.
Hi, yeah. Thank you so much for taking my call, and thank you. I listen every day, and there's a million different topics I could ask about, but I wanted to talk about the adrenaline rush from social media. And I know you have a skydive under your belt.
3 of them.
But I
yeah.
3? Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, I broke my back on the 3rd one.
Ooh, yeah, that's not good. I have just over 1,300 skydives, and started about 16 years ago, before Facebook, before YouTube, before GoPros and video equipment was so readily available that you could just land and literally post it online.
Right.
And we know that skydiving obviously is super dopamine, very, very much of an adrenaline rush, and very addictive.
Yep.
As it was for me. But what I've found through the years, since the rise of social media and the ease of getting video and having your own video camera on your head and, just so easily, is that people became so focused on the camera and so focused on, not all people, but a lot of new students especially too, because they were new to it. They become so focused on the camera that they would forget about gear checks. They would forget about pole slots. They would, be so focused. There was one guy that was so focused on turning his camera on in the plane that he forgot to check his chest strap that happened to be done improperly. And he's very fortunate that he was able to deploy without coming out of his harness.
Right.
Now, what I see on Facebook from a lot of my skydiving friends is, the videos out there as soon as they land. Students that aren't necessarily doing well in their progression are posting great great pictures of them landing and, all smiles when they're, being dangerous in the sky. So what I'm wondering is, are they getting the same rush from posting about it as they do in the sky, or are they taking on experiences so they can post about them and get that rush?
That's an interesting question. Have you ever known somebody who's hyperlexic who just can't stop talking?
Yes.
That's a dopamine defect also. That's the consequence of a person not having enough dopamine. And what they find is that when they talk, when they share things that are important to them with other people, that jacks their dopamine. And I'm wondering if that is, and it's called hyperlexia, from the Latin, too much speaking. And I'm wondering if compulsive posting is kind of a variation on hyperlexia.
Ooh.
That, people are doing it in anticipation of the approval that they're going to get, that's going to jack their dopamine, like you said.
Well, and I could say just from personal experience, I've seen a lot of people that post a lot more posts than they actually skydive.
Right.
So, you can make a lot of skydives and maybe post here and there. You can make a lot of posts about skydive and make a jump here and there.
Right. So maybe they're getting the 90% jolt from the jump. They're getting the 20% jolt from the posting, but that's enough for some people.
Right, and then they're getting the approval of the people that don't know what they're doing. They think, wow, it's really, really
right,
cool.
Which is another 30% jolt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
And why did you break your back on your 3rd skydive?
I landed on the runway instead of the pea gravel. I was using an old 1945 training chute, and so you come down really, really hard. And when I hit the runway, I thought I was still a foot above it, and my knees just gave out, and I sat down right on my butt, and instead of rolling, and it crushed my 4th lumbar vertebrae. So anyhow, Johanna, thanks a lot for the call. Great to hear from you. What a story. We'll be back.